Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Stock Movers is a podcast with Lisa Mateo.
All right, I want to start with Nvidia, ticker NVDA. Their shares have been up nearly 1%. Big day at CES yesterday. CEO Jensen Huang, he said the Rubin data center processor is in production. Demand is strong. And he actually said it's 5 times better at running AI software than its predecessor, the Blackwell chips. He said that Rubin-based systems are going to be cheaper to run than Blackwell versions because they have smaller number of components too. But you have customers like Microsoft. They're going to be among the first to use this new hardware in the second half of the year. So that's a date he's starting to give out. He also announced this group of AI models and tools that are designed to speed up development for autonomous vehicles. It allows cars to kind of reason in the real world. So you remember those stories about how the cars didn't know what to do at the red light when you had all that problem in San Francisco. So now they can reason in the real world.
Nice.
So the first NVIDIA-powered car to be on the road in the first quarter of in the U.S. And it just comes at a time. A lot of competition ramping up for NVIDIA. People saying, AI spending can't just continue at the current pace that it's at. Actually, the terminal, there's a great article on the Bloomberg terminal. It says NVIDIA's $4 trillion stock rally faces more threats than ever. And it kind of breaks it down there for it.
All right.
Okay, so the basic gloom here is this is going to end.
Yep.
And we just sort of stagger quarter to quarter. And right now on the date calendar, we're all supposed to go, OMG, it's going to end.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get to what? January 24th, I'm guessing? Oops, it didn't end.
I'm looking at the FA screen here for consensus revenue growth for really their calendar year 26, 54%. So I don't know.
The revenue growth is
54%. Now that's down from 64%, but it's still
go to cash.
It's
next.
Still,
Let's go to Tesla. TSLA, their shares have been down about 0.5%. This was just some figures released by the Federal Motor Transport Authority. It just came out today. So they're saying in Germany, Europe's biggest EV market, BYD actually registered more than twice as many new vehicles in December as Tesla did. Then they also outperformed Tesla in the UK market. That's the second largest market for plug-in cars. So we've heard this, like Tesla already gave up that title of world's top seller to BYD.
I spend a week in Paris ducking in tiny little electric useless cars. I hate them.
Really?
But that's all they have in Uber. And I could report I was in at least 3 BYDs.
Yeah.
And they're way more car than a Tesla. They're way more fancier.
Oh,
they're just, you're inside. Granted, I'm not sitting up, folks. For those of you on
you can't
YouTube,
fit in it.
I'm like, I can't wait to get to the Eiffel Tower. But the answer is BYD. I'd never been in one. I was like, okay, they're pretty deluxe. I don't know what Matt Miller was. Matt Miller would have to lean over like this as well.
Absolutely. Well, he'd be on his motorcycle. But outside of the U.S., I don't see how BYD doesn't take over the EV world. Wow, they're everywhere. All right. So
Tesla. You got one more?
Yeah, I got one more quick one. This is financial software maker OneStream, ticker OS. Their shares, they've sunk 35% in the past year, but before the open, they're up as much as 28%. And sources are saying buyout firm HG, it's in advanced talks to buy the company. The deal could be announced in the coming days, but company has a market value of $4.5 billion. Its shareholders like KKR, they raised $563 million in an IPO back in 2024. And then you have HG. They manage about 100 billion assets for institutional private investors. Right. So we'll see if this happens.
Quickly here, Mr. Trump, 3 tweets this morning. I'm not going to go over them now as he gets ready for his working day with the GOP. Here's from Bloomberg News Commodities. Copper surges to fresh record as inventories, quote, locked in the U.S.
Yeah.
I guess that's where we are.
Yeah. You're trying to get, what I've been reading is get the physical copper in the U.S. before it gets tariffed at a higher rate.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.